Hello my dear children, welcome back to digital classes on YouTube channel of Lalbagh Girls Inter College. I'm Mrs. Paul and this lecture of mine is for the students of class 12. Children, we have begun a lesson in prose, A Fellow Traveller by A.G. Gardner, and I have just introduced the author and the lesson to you. Today I will do the second paragraph of the lesson. Now, in the previous lecture, I told you that the author is saying that when he started, when the train started, it was considerably filled with the passengers. It was tolerably full, but gradually the passengers got down, and after a certain time, when he was leaving the outer ring of London, the compartment was absolutely empty, and it was only the author who was left in the compartment. So he is here telling us that being alone in the compartment is a time when you can really enjoy yourselves. What he's saying, let's see. There is a pleasant sense of freedom about being alone in a carriage. Now children, this paragraph is also very important. It has definitely a tinge of humor in it. You can explain that. Once you understand, you can explain that. But at the same time, this particular paragraph is also important and it is often asked in the board exams. So you will be very careful to understand this thing and you will listen to me carefully. So he's saying there is a pleasant sense of freedom about being alone in a carriage that is jolting noisily through the night. It is liberty and unrestrained in a very agreeable form. Liberty means you have the freedom, and unrestrained means there is nobody to check you or to control you. So you are free to do anything, and that too in a very agreeable form, because you will never feel awkward or odd that somebody is watching or somebody will say something to you. You are absolutely alone and you can do whatever you feel like. You can do anything you like. Now, you can talk to yourself as loud as you please and no one will hear you. If you feel like talking to yourself, or you are in an argument with somebody and you're just trying to give answers, good answers, so you can imagine and think good answers for yourself. And he's saying you can have that argument with Jones and roll him triumphantly in the dust without fear of a counter stroke, because there's nobody to give you or answer you back. You can stand on your head and no one will see you. You can sing or dance a step or two, or practice a goal stroke, or play marbles on the floor without bet or hindrance. That is, he's saying he has so many options. He's saying one person who's alone in the compartment, in a railway compartment, can do so many things if he thinks he is alone in the railway compartment. So he's saying, and then there will be no betting on you and there will be no hindrances to what you're doing. Hindrances means to stop you from doing anything, to cause some kind of break in your work. So there would be no hindrance in your work. You can open the window or shut it without provoking a protest. Provoking means without trying to start or without agitating somebody, and somebody would just start fighting with you. So without any kind of provocation of protest, you can do anything you feel like. You can open both windows or shut both. Indeed, you can do an opening and shutting of them as a sort of festival of freedom. If you feel like opening the window, you can open. If you feel like shutting the windows, you can do that too. And you can do the both as a form of a festival of freedom that you can enjoy to yourself. You can have any corner you choose and try all of them in turns. Supposedly you are traveling with many people and you feel like sitting in a particular corner that you would feel comfortable, but right now when the train is absolutely nobody is there in the train compartment, the author is saying if you are alone, you can just try any one particular corner which you feel is good, or you can just go and try each and every corner and just have fun and enjoy yourself. You can lie at full length on the cushions and enjoy the luxury of breaking the regulations and the possibility that the heart of Dora or Dora herself will not know, and you will have escaped any laws. Now children, this form that has been used here, DORA, what would this be? The Defence of the Realm Act of force in England during the Great War between 1914 to 1918. So he's saying no rules and regulations can be levied on you, as there's nobody to keep a check on you during this time. So I think you've understood this paragraph very well. The author is saying to us, he's telling us that traveling in a compartment or in a carriage all alone, which is moving along Jerkingly at night, making much noise, is a unique experience. It gives you pleasure of personal liberty. This liberty is altogether unchecked and is in fact very pleasing. You are free to do whatever you feel like. So I hope children you have understood this particular paragraph very well. If you have any doubts, you can ask me on the WhatsApp group, and I will soon meet you all. Up till then, take care children. Goodbye.